All right, time for some expert help.
IT, this is Clyde speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, I need you to come and fix my roommate's computer.
What seems to be the problem?
It won't start up. There's some kind of system failure with
Probably a hard drive failure.
Dorm A, room 5.
I'll be there in a few minutes.
Thanks.
Hey, Clyde from IT.
Hi, come in.
My, oh my, now how...
I have no idea.
What? And presto!
That's perfect. Could you try logging on real quick? Just
You go ahead, I'll wait.
now look.
For crying out. Let me try. Okay, everything seems to be in order. I've unlocked your account. Please.
Oh, I'll try. Phase 1 complete. All right, that should do it.
Yeah?
Guess what?
You got it? Hang on. Oh man, I could kiss you! I am so gonna get back at Clyde now. What are those admin credits?
Not telling, buddy. Saving those.
Huh. I suppose this nice floppy I've prepared for you stays in my...
Sure, then I'll just have to log back on and click that pretty little lock up.
Now this is just emotional blackmail.
Quid pro quo.
Fine. I'll have it dropped off at your room.
Huh, that is the worst insult I've ever heard. I'll just get rid of these notes now. I don't need them anymore. There was a floppy disk inside. What the hell is that? Ball lightning? I'll print the whole picture for now, but there's probably more to find. That shape has to be significant somehow. I don't want to print that part of the image. I don't want to print that. Unusual flower over there, though. Never seen any. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all there is to. Okay, Erica Wade, let's see if we can't motivate you to hear me out.
Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain. It's me, Charles. I thought I'd give you a call. Erica just had her first a call. I thought I'd give you... Charles, I thought I'd give you a...
I should probably greet my intended recipient first.
Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain. Hello, Joseph. Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain. Hello, Joseph. Hello, Joseph. Hello, Joseph.
I should probably greet my...
Joseph, Mrs. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father. King, maybe you'd like to come and visit. And what about your little Kathy? Maybe she wants to...
What the hell? Calm down, Kathy. Think. Just think. It has to be some sick joke left in the program by Dave. Yeah, that must be it. He is...
You've reached the Rain residence. Leave a message after the beep.
Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain. It's me, Charles. I thought I'd give you a call. Erica just had her firstborn. It's a boy. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father. Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd...
You people make me sick. We're never coming back. Don't call, don't write.
I don't think I need to
Ever try to
manipulate this
contact us,
particular
I
voice
will call the
recording.
police.
I don't think I need to manipulate this particular voice recording.
Joseph, you there?
I don't think I need to manipulate this particular voice recording.
It's me, Cocky.
I don't think I need to manipulate. Almost. Just a few more tweaks. That should work. Alright, the forged message should now be at the end of the original tape. Not right now. I have the forged message ready for playback.
You've reached Erica Wade. Leave a message after the beep.
Hello, Erica. It's your father. Call Kathy Rain and give her what she wants. Bye.
You've reached Erica Wade. Leave a message after the beep.
Hi, Erica. This is Kathy Rain. I spoke to your father. He asked me to get in touch with you and said he would. You can reach me at 555-8. Your move, Erica. Oh, hello there, Mildred.
Hi yourself, Agatha.
What? How'd you... Oh, never mind.
I know your social security number too.
Oh, God. Soon you'll start stealing my clothes and then walk around in them pretending to be me.
Who says I haven't done that already?
Okay, I admit that's pretty funny.
So anyway, how did things go with Dave?
Pretty good. I had to sabotage your computer.
You had to what?
Oh, chill outy. It was just a tiny little thing. I just needed an excuse for the IT guy to come by so I could steal his password.
Clyde? But he's so nice. Why'd you want to steal his password?
It's a long story. And then I used Mr. Wade's synthesized voice to craft this fake message, which I left on her.
Now that's some out-of-the-box thinking.
Yep, just might be silly enough to work.
Yeah. Anyhow, feel free to keep using my computer.
Sounds good. I'm sure I found everything in the picture of those lights, but I have a nagging feeling that they're connected to something I found yesterday. It's some advanced scanner thing. I'll just get rid of the original picture now, since I have the restored version anyway. Strange. Now that I look at them, the lights remind me of something I picked up yesterday. Hey, E, got a sec?
Sure thing, Kathy. What's up?
What do you think about this flower?
It's beautiful.
No idea. That's what I'm trying to find out.
I got a botany book around here somewhere. I could look it up later.
Sure, that would be great, E. Thanks.
Anytime.
Have a look at this brochure.
Yeah, what about? Yeah, normally this is different.
Huh. I should get back to the investigation.
Okie dokie.
Wow, the church logo looks pretty similar to the smoky lights. I might have to visit them after all. Hey, E, come check this out.
Hmm? Wow, they're hypnotic. Looks like a will-o'-the-wisp. You know, the spirit of the forest.
Now, that's just silly, Eileen. There has to be a more reasonable explanation for them.
Hey, there's nothing silly about forest spirits. You should talk to Meadow, my Wiccan friend. She's really opened my eyes about these sort of things.
Isn't that the same Meadow who had an intimate relationship with the tree outside her dorm?
Oh, come on. That was just a phase.
Trust me, I've been through every phase in the book. That definitely isn't one of them.
So, anyway, is there anything I can do to help?
Well, my side of the room is starting to get a bit messy. There's always that.
Haha, I meant with the investigation, silly.
I guess you could try to find out more about these lights. Maybe figure out where that picture was taken.
I know exactly where to start.
Good. I'm gonna get some food now before I pass out.
Okie dokie. I'll grab my books and get cracking.
All right, see you in a bit. Hey.
Hey!
So, any progress with the search?
Yeah, I was able to identify that flower. It's called the Red Scythe. I discovered that there was a small nature reserve near Conwell Springs, which was established in '89. The Red Scythe is on their list of endangered plants. I made a photocopy of the botany book page in case you...
That's something. I should go check it out. Maybe I can narrow down the place where that picture was. And, good work, Eileen.
Happy to help.
Oh, hang on. I'll go...
Okie dokie.
Hello?
This is Erica Wade calling for Kathy Rain.
Speaking.
Miss Rain, this is terribly awkward. I realize now how rude I was before. I wanted to apologize and ask if there is anything I can do.
Apology accepted. You can start by answering a few questions.
Very well.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grand...
Not really, no. But what I do know is how it destroyed Father.
It did?
Oh, yes. The two of them were great friends once. And when Joseph was hurt, they hadn't been talking for some time. Father always hoped they would be able to reconnect one day. He kept putting it off, believing they had time.
So, what were things like back when they were still good friends?
Oh, they were like peas in a pod. Always sharing their war stories. And in a way, Joseph became the uncle I never had. He was around a lot when Father went out on business. Later on, I even met you a few times. When you...
I don't remember any.
Oh, no matter, you were so little.
Erica, I have to ask, why were you so defensive?
Oh, I don't know, Kathy. Our families haven't been in touch for a long time. I don't remember exactly when it happened, but my guess is that it had to do with Father's growing well. Friendship needs common ground, and we started living in different worlds. What happened to your grandfather was the final nail in the coffin. Father just couldn't bear seeing him like that. Neither alive nor dead.
What do you know about Lily Meyer?
She was a young artist who lived somewhere, killed herself, if I recall correct. But other than that, not much.
Do you recognize the nickname
I can't say that I do. Father had many friends.
What do you know about Lily Meyer's art?
Oh, that little girl had a twisted mind. Oh, my father used to have a few pieces of hers in his collection. I couldn't understand why he ever decided to procure them in the first...
You say used to have.
Oh, either that or he put them in storage somewhere. I haven't seen them for years. I never bothered to ask him.
What can you tell me about Mr. Wade?
My father is a great man. He has so many ideas, so much left to realize, which makes it hurt so much more to see him like this.
See him like what?
The illness and everything, of course.
Right. Yeah, it must be hard.
Oh, yes, indeed. I wish he wouldn't be so stubborn with his treatment. He could go to any state-of-the-art hospital, but insists on being treated in that backwater clinic in Conwell Springs.
The community clinic in the middle of town?
Yes. It's like he's given up and is just waiting for the inevitable time.
Do you know anything?
It's the one and only church in Conwell Springs.
Anything out of the ordinary?
Oh, not really.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Very well. Feel free to call back if you...
All right. Wade is in Conwell Springs. He's being treated in the clinic. That was Erica Wade. Her father is being treated at the...
Being treated?
Looks that way. Small miracle they managed to keep it out of the press.
Yeah, I suppose you are returning to talk to him?
It'll have to be tomorrow. It's quite late for...
I suppose.
Oh, you're so on. I will crush you.
Turning your pawn into a queen, is that the plan, buddy boy? You know me, I'm always playing the long game, old friend. That may be, but you're running out of pieces. First you lost your queen, then your knight. All that matters is the king. Delusional as always. Long live the king, check.
Good morning, sunshine.
Please tell me I dreamt all those Scrabble losses last night.
3 times in a row.
Rub it in, why don't you? I'll just go strangle myself.
Oh, you. Don't be a sore loser.
Mr. Wade is the plan. I'll head for the clinic right away. While I'm at it, I'm gonna check out the church and the nature reserve.
Okie dokie. What can I do to help?
Why don't you continue looking into the lights? I have a feeling they're the key to solving all of this. You could also look up the history of Conwell Springs in general, see if anything unusual has been going on.
I'll get right on it.
Great. Thanks, E.
Oh, by the way, don't forget to check out the page I gave you about the red scythe. It's a pretty interesting flower.
Right. Yeah. All right, I'm off. Peace out, E.
Okie dokie. Good luck.
Yep, it's full of traps. Yeah, I'm...
have enough cancer as is.
Sorry about that, buddy. We meet again, Mr. Homeless Guy.
Homeless? That's the worst thing I ever heard of, and totally untrue.
So, what's up with the trash can? Digging for treasure?
Well, I'm just going through a rough patch. By the way, you owe me $10.
Nah, you agreed to 7.
You're busting my balls here.
Better get those balls checked out in this clinic, then.
So cold. Like a stake through the heart.
What do they call you,
Goober. Everyone calls me Goober.
All right. I'm Kathy.
Pleasure to meet you.
So,
My story?
yeah, don't all bums...
For your information, this is all just a dry streak in my showbiz.
Is that so? I don't recognize you.
I used to have more hair.
That I actually believe.
Come on, man. Frankie Gold is my stage name, surely.
Not...
Oh, come on. I have starred in dozens of how Silencer to Lambert, Jacob's Bladder, The Usual Surprises, Natural Bald Killers.
Not ringing any bells.
Kids these days, no appreciation for quality cinema.
So, tell me about this acting career of yours.
What about it?
Give me the rundown on the...
A lighthearted comedy taking place during a surprise birthday party of 34-year-old Sid Mc... The story is told from 8 different perspectives to keep the audience guessing who the protagonist actually is. The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. Sid suddenly dies of an epileptic seizure. I guess it's more of a dark comedy.
Tell me about...
Lawrence Lambert, a real estate agent, suddenly turns mute overnight. For weeks, he tries to communicate with customers using a self-invented sign language, only to realize that true love. He marries his housekeeper, who only knows 2 words in English, yes and clean. In the end, Lawrence dies of a heart attack in the arms of his lovely wife, based on a true story.
I'm not sure I want to know what Jacob's Bladder is about, but...
Jacob's Bladder. The tragic story of Jacob Cobb, a schizophrenic man who forms an imaginary romance. During long and joyful monologues on the can, he starts referring to his nether regions by the name of Jenny. Sadly, before Jacob has a chance to elope with his sweetheart, he gets committed to an asylum due to increasing... After a big fight with his paramour, Jacob refuses to pee for a week, and he dies from...
Natural bald...
It's a dystopian vision of the future where people are valued by the quality of their hair. The protagonist, Eddie Zephyr, turns bald in high school. One day, he has simply had enough of all the teasing and the bullying, and he completely snaps and heads out on... Eddie makes his way to Mexico for an illegal hair transplant. However, he has an adverse...
Why do you always die at the end of your movies?
Typecasting.
Oh, never mind.
Not the cultured type.
I need to ask you a few...
Sounds sick.
What's your opinion on the church?
I'd say they're good people. Isaac the priest is, and his dad, Father Bill, on the other hand, though, he and the people he had around him were into some weird shit.
What kind of weird...
I don't know, they were like a cult or something, with Billy Praise himself at the top. Really shifty bunch. Isaac turned it all around when his dad kicked the bucket, made it a proper...
Interesting. Do you know anyone else who was involved in the old church?
Not really. I tried to stay as far away from those people as possible. Ask Isaac about it.
All right. Do you know...
Sure, he's been holed up in this clinic for the last couple of...
You saw Charles Wade go in there?
Well, yeah. I just told you, man.
How did he look?
Okay, I guess. Still walking, at least.
Do you...
Why, I used to call myself that back in Nam. Oh, how I miss that marvelous youthful ego of mine.
Why do I even bother? What do you know about...
Nothing but hearsay. People say it was pretty...
Do you...
Yep, my dad was the one who found...
Really? What can you tell...
Ah, geez, not a lot. I mean, teenage girls, man, they're like their own... Not to mention how that entire family ain't like...
Now that's an understatement. Nearly started brawling with Sue the first time I met her.
She could sure deal out a mean whooping, that lady.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in '81?
I most certainly do.
What?
Are you sure you want to know? Not everyone can handle...
Oh, just...
Okay, here we go. Abducted by aliens.
Oh,
I saw it, man. A big, huge light. I was a bit drunk at the time, but I had my wife had just left me, taking the dog, not to mention I was being conscripted for... But I'm telling you, those goddamn aliens took him, and they experimented on him. And that's why he was so messed up when they put him back.
Yeah,
Open your mouth!
Wanna smoke, buddy?
Nah, I got stage 2 lung cancer.
Do you recognize the...
That's your granddad.
Yeah, what about the other two?
No idea. I think my face blindness is acting up again.
Okay. Do you know what this is?
Chinese fireworks, of course. I grew up in Shanghai. They used to call me Dong Pai, meaning round-eyed baldy. Those were some... I miss the food, not to mention the women. Got 2 kids down there now. Maylin and...
Time to hit the off switch now, buddy. Okay, that's enough serious.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Bye.
Excuse me, nurse? Hey, nurse! Yeah? They don't pay you much, huh?
No shit. What do you want?
I'm here to see Charles Wade.
Never heard of him. Anything else?
Bullshit. I know he's here. Listen, it's okay. I'm a friend of the family.
No, you're not, and I said he's not here. Don't make me call security.
What a bitch. I need to get rid of her somehow. No thanks. Women's magazine. A calendar from 1991. Smoking allowed. Guess this place is a bit behind on healthcare. Uncomfortable, hard plastic chairs. It's like they're intentionally... I was expecting plastic, but this... Rows and columns of files. Probably eat... I can't read it from... I prefer to smoke out. No point. I wouldn't even... I don't want to show her that. I wish, but she... I don't want to I don't want to... I don't want... Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi!
So, how...
The best!
You know, that nurse in there, she said and that she always wished you'd give her a...
I knew it! She always gave me these strange... I thought it was contempt, but her face must just be cramping up from shyness.
Yeah, that's definitely it. She'd love to see you act, I'm sure.
I'm gonna have to oblige. Which movie do you think she'd like the best?
Definitely Jacob.
I'm feeling the prep. I'm just so full of your love that I think I'm about to burst. Jenny, where did you go? Oh, I don't feel so good. Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
Hey, Doofus.
Oh.
Hey.
Sure.
Natural
ball move. Fernando, you've been such a good friend. I can't thank you enough for making me whole again. Turn this scalp into a breathtaking golden carpet, such as the world has never seen.
No, thanks.
Okay, Doctor. I'm counting down now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
Hey, Doofus.
Oh.
Hey.
Sure.
How about
business? I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's the smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts. I'm seizing. Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
Hey.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Sure.
Probably.
Oh, I'm good. Swell. How I wish I could speak. I have so many things left to say.
Rose and calm.
My chest, no! It can't be! Hold me! Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
Well, this is it. This is where the picture was taken. I'm not sure what I expected to find here. I need to clear my head. What the?
We've met before, haven't we?
I doubt it. You look like you just...
Yet you always play the part of the clown.
Who are you? How do
you told me?
I feel...
It's the mending I will try to facilitate.
You're not real. I'm lying asleep in my...
Focus, Kathy.
You mean Lily?
What? She's the anomaly, the missing refrain. The convergence point of things past.
Dial down the metaphors a notch, would you, Mr. Kafka? I get enough of that shit in English class.
I knew you wouldn't disappoint. I'm glad. You see, my name was taken from me, so I claimed a color in its stead. The next time you're on the right path, Kathy. Follow your grandfather.
Wait, what? Am I going crazy?
Oh, hello, dear. Hi. Sure, hon.
Mind if we talk for a bit?
Not at all, dear. What?
I don't see a reason to ask. I don't see... What?
Well, apparently he came up with some brilliant... Oh.
What do you see in this picture?
I have no idea, but it's quite...
I'm trying to figure that out. I found the picture hidden in the attic.
Oh? Come to think of it, the trees do look similar.
Yeah, it was taken somewhere in that area. I found out that the flower in the picture...
Aren't you clever? Do let me know.
Do you know anything about this flower?
I can't say that I do. I remember seeing it.
See you later, Gramps.
Take care, dear.
Hello, Father.
Greetings, my child. I'm glad you decided to come here.
Yeah, but just so you know, I'm not here to join...
Oh, I would never assume...
Good. So, with that out of the way...
Anything you need.
Kathy Rain, but I'm guessing...
I did. Rumors spread quickly around here.
Care to tell me the hit...
I'd be happy to. The story is a fascinating one. This church was founded by my father, William T. Price, in the 70s. Back then, he made his living as a traveling salesman and was driving through this area, as he'd done so many times. However, this day was different. My father held dark. He was angry, thinking of evil deeds, even considering swerving off the road into a rock and ending it all. Then suddenly, divine intervention. The Father, the Son, and the Holy... This epiphany was the moment my father had been waiting. He sold all of his belongings and took me and my brother to live with him here in Conwell Springs. Soon thereafter, he built this church and started gathering followers. They began to refer...
I take it that window up there resembles what he saw when he had this epiphany?
Indeed. The stained glass window depicts the Holy Trinity as witnessed by my father.
Do you know exactly when or where?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just curious.
Well, it was in the spring of 1971, but my father never told anyone where.
Okay, so what happened?
People flocked to Father Bill. He started teaching, writing scripture. The church flourished and continued to grow all the way up until his sudden death in 1983. That's when I stepped in to take leadership of the...
I take it that the church started declining after the death of...
Yes. Naturally so, with such a magnetic personality, but I assure you the church is still very much...
Looks kinda empty to me.
It's not really our...
What's up with you handing out pamphlets at funerals then? Trying to reel people in at a weak moment?
I'm going to assume you meant no disrespect, child. I'm simply providing divine...
I could, but I think I have more to gain from a subtle... I'll keep it to myself for now, until I know more about this... Father, do you know anything about...
No.
Do you know...
I saw a few pieces. Gorgeous work.
When was this?
Must have been mid-70s. The high school had open days with an art exhibition.
So, this was some time before she changed, right? You didn't...
No. By then she started skipping art class completely from...
Maybe she was afraid of what she might draw. I hear...
Could be, but alas, I suppose we'll never know.
I'm doing my best to find out. I don't believe the story to be as clear-cut as everyone makes it.
An unusual theory.
People have taken a particular...
I wouldn't read too much into it, my child. It happens to all dead artists with any talent.
What's your opinion on Charles?
No opinion. He used to be a prominent figure around here, but he doesn't appear much in town.
Actually, he's in the community clinic right now.
Oh, I wonder if it's serious. Even men like Charles Wade need a priest when they're nearing the end of the...
Do you know anything about what happened?
It was the work of the devil, I'll say that much. Joseph was a kind man. You heard my speech at the funeral, Kathy. I meant every word. He was a...
Did you know him personally?
In a way. He and my father did charity work together. Joseph was around a lot when I was young. They collaborated on a few different projects for the homeless and for the troubled.
So my grandfather was a member of...
I wouldn't say that, no. He was a friend of the church, but he wasn't a religious man. He believed... That being said, Joseph was the person who convinced me to become a priest.
Really?
Oh yes, I was a teenager back then, full of rebellion. Every fiber of my being wanting to... Joseph made me realize my sinful pride, and showed me how I should follow my heart, regardless of what others might think, and for that, I'm eternally grateful.
Does the name Lily...
It does. I was a substitute teacher in her high school.
Really?
We weren't close. I only knew her as much as a teacher would know any.
All right, so...
For one, she started skipping school a lot, and when she did show up, she always looked depressed and hunched down like she had a whole world.
Any idea of what caused this change?
Not a clue. All I know is that when she returned from that last summer break, she was a whole different person.
Do you know
I have no idea.
Do you know what this key...
I'm afraid not, my child.
I don't need to Do you recognize the...
Only your grandfather, and that's just because I was given a similar picture for...
I sincerely... That's all I need for now, Father.
May the Lord shine his light on you.
Impressive window. There's no doubt about it, though. I really shouldn't. It's an altar. You know, the place where they put the sacrificed goats, kids, and other crap. Locked. Locked.